I'm still ready for fall. It's so hot. The sweat. Who else is ready for fall? Yeah, I'm sorry, Charlotte, but you have to go. Peace, love, and grow, y'all, and welcome back to another video. I'm Lenora, and this is Faith and Seed Homestead. So if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am a small space gardener growing in my backyard in full containers. So I thought I would take y'all along on like a mini tour of the garden to show you some of the updates, the changes, what's growing, what's not growing. So let's go. So first, if you don't know, my eucalyptus is one of my absolute favorites of my garden. I love this plant, and it has grown so much since I gotten it. And I said that I was going to propagate, like I was going to cut some of the stems off, and I had got some hormone root powder, and I was going to make cuttings out of these. But before I did that, I went to my local plant nursery and was able to find another one. I'm so happy about this, y'all. Y'all don't even know. And I may just end up going to get another one. I want as much eucalyptus as possible because I plan on making like bouquets, and I really want to be able to do that from my own garden versus going to, you know, a store to pick up flowers and make my bouquet arrangements. But bouquets have become a interest of mine, and I'll show you some of the bouquets that I have already done. But yes, the eucalyptus, I have 2 plants now and I'm so happy. They smell so good. And check out my moringa tree, y'all. It has grown so much, and it is just so beautiful to me. The leaves are so beautiful. It has so many benefits. And the tea is good. If you are a fan of like earthy tea, this is good. I love moringa. I love moringa tea, and it has put on so much new growth. It is just so beautiful. Now this other one over here acting up. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm gonna keep it around and see what happens. I don't know if something's been eating the leaves or what, but I'm gonna keep it and see what happens. The yard long beans is such a prolific plant, and I have been harvesting from here like for the longest, and they just keep producing, and like they get so long and they're so good. I made some coconut curry chickpeas, and I chopped up some of these and had added it into the curry sauce with the chickpeas, and it was so good. And it still have flowers, still flowering. And some of the pods I leave up here so they can dry out so I can get the seeds. So yeah, if you want to grow some beans, grow some yard long green beans. So my Roselle is doing beautiful. I'm just waiting because I love me some hibiscus tea. And I like to make my sorrel with, like, I add cinnamon to it. What else? Ginger. Sometimes I put lemon in there. But it is so good and it's such a refreshing drink to have. So I have more beans growing here. I have been succession sowing with my beans, and I see some up here that I need to harvest, so I'll probably get that a little bit later. But I also have my elderberry. The elderberry plant bush is over here beside the hibiscus. So right here, I recently just sowed some snap peas, some snow peas, some sugar snap peas, and some magnolia snap peas in these containers here. So once they grow, come up and get a little bit more length, I'll put like, I think I'm going to trellis these with like a TP trellis. So I'll put like some bamboo stakes in these containers to make a TP trellis so that these peas can grow up the trellis. I think I'm gonna cut some of these zinnias because they are beautiful, but the bees are out here loving them. So not too long ago, I planted some cucumbers. I had like 3 plants growing in here, and there's only one that is surviving. And over here, I had 3 plants in here, but for whatever reason, they are not doing too well, but that's okay. I do have some more beans growing here. But yeah, so I got this bamboo stake because the spider webs. Here I just recently sown some carrots in this container, and then over here I sown some carrots, and then some of them have started to come up. So yay, cheers to the fall, y'all. Every time I show you this pepper plant, these 2 pepper plants, I'm going to tell y'all, y'all need to grow the purple beauty bell peppers in your garden because this is such a prolific plant, and ooh, it is loaded. When I say loaded with fruit, deep rich purple, it's so beautiful. It's loaded, y'all. Loaded. And like they're still coming in. Loaded with peppers. I think I may give some of these away. But I have another purple beauty bell pepper right here. By far one of the best pepper plants that I have grown in my garden. And then I have some, what's this, some scotch bonnets growing here, I believe. And I have been harvesting from this plant of habaneros. And I have one back there that's ripened, but some little bug is eating the leaves. So let's check out the comparison between the fig trees. This fig tree was a tiny, tiny little stick that has truly blossomed into such a beautiful tree, and it's like still popping new growth up, but it's so beautiful compared to the one that was full. Look at this. I don't know what's going on with this, but I know it's still alive, but we shall see. Oh, ooh, Whew, a beetle. Oh, so this is another thing. All of my tomato plants were on here, and I recently just put all of the pepper plants all on this stand. But yeah, so in the transition to fall and trying to rearrange some things. So yeah, y'all see this? My strawberries right here. What was standing right here was the wooden raised bed from Lidl. And I told y'all that I didn't think it was gonna last, and I was so correct with it. I want to say with all of the rain, it softened the wood, and I came out here and I barely touched it. I barely touched it, and it just toppled over. And so, but the strawberries are still hanging on. They are still producing, and I believe to get a good harvest sooner or later. But they're still thriving, even though they fell out of the that raised bed. So right here in these containers, I just recently sown some seeds. I have some beets growing here that came up. And then over here, I have some Swiss chard that's coming up. It's growing. And then over here, I have some kohlrabi that's sprouted up. I never had kohlrabi before. I'm willing to try it because I want to say I seen somewhere somebody said that it almost tastes like broccoli. So we gonna see. And over here, I have more beans growing. So many flowers, and it's already starting producing beans. Succession sowing, y'all. If you're not doing it, get into it. But I also have I have two butternut squash going up this trellis, and I think that is the first one. Ooh, yay. And I have another one, another butternut squash is growing right here. And more beans. I guess these are, I want to say these are a type of bush beans, but for whatever reason, they're trellising up, and that's cool. And over here, I rearranged these two raised beds, and I have another butternut squash growing here. What is that? Something's starting to eat the leaves, but I don't know what's that. But yeah, I have a butternut squash growing here to grow up this trellis. And then I also planted some more beans here. I planted some bunching onion seeds, and then some rainbow radishes that have come up and look so cute. I have another butternut squash that I need to trellis up over here. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we're gonna get it to work to go up this trellis somehow, some way. But it's looking beautiful, it's healthy. And I have the same setup over here just like the other one. I have some beans growing here, some bunching onions, and then some rainbow radishes growing here. But I think this is a borage. It's a volunteer. So we're gonna see. We're gonna let it grow and see what comes from it. My rose bush is coming back to life. And I'm going to get some more blooms. The lizards are out here, y'all. Let me see. Can you see it? We have so many different lizards that that's out here. I love it, actually. Built a whole little ecosystem out here, y'all. But yes, more rose blooms. I forget what variety rose bush this is, but it's so, the smell of the blooms is so sweet. I forget what it's called. Dang. But I know I got it from Lowe's. But this is so, it smells so good and it's so pretty when it blooms. So I'm looking forward to that. So I can cut some of these and some eucalyptus, put them in a vase. Ooh, that's a, ooh, ooh. I didn't even see that. Feel like it's looking at me. Ooh. Lizard just chilling. We've had so many of these lizards get into our house, and one of my oldest daughters, she would like go crazy, excited to chase them down and pick them up and take them back outside. So I don't know if that was a jumping spider or what, but I just hope. I'm trying to creep by here. But yeah, so I have, you know, the grapes still over here doing their thing. And then I have this empty container. I don't know what, I don't know what's gonna grow here. Maybe cabbage, broccoli, something. But over here, sweet potatoes are still going. I believe that these are almost ready. I read that once the leaves started to turn yellow or die back, that they should be ready. But I forgot when I planted these, y'all. I did. I really did. And that's okay. But sooner or later, they're going to get harvested. So I have some more zucchini. No, not zucchini, y'all. Butternut squash here. I think I'm going to pull one of these plants out of this container. But I have volunteers of whatever this is. I think it's like some type of flower, maybe. Volunteers. I don't know. And then I have another butternut squash right here that I'm going to pull up. Y'all, so I had pulled some of the zinnia seeds from the flowers, and that had dried out, and just threw them in this container. I know this is a weed of some sort, but those are zinnias growing. So I may just put some more zinnias here. So thanks for coming along with me on this little mini tour of like some of the updates and all that good stuff that's going on in the garden, and all of the not so good stuff. My glasses are fogging up. I pray you all have a blessed day. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey, and I just truly hope and pray that when y'all see my videos, if you are a beginning gardener, or if you want to garden, if you have the desire to garden, that I inspire you, that my videos inspire you to get started. Do not wait. There is so much peace in the garden. I truly believe garden is therapy, and I do believe with my heart and my spirit that God will meet you in the garden. Like you would feel his presence in the garden. So yes, remain in his presence, y'all. Remain in the presence of the Most High God, Jesus Christ. When you're in his presence, things change. I know for a fact that when you are in his presence, there's healing, there's peace, there's deliverance. Whatever you need is in his presence. So get there. If you left, get back into his presence. He wants you. You are his child. He created you for a purpose. And he loves you that much to want you to come back into his arms. So don't wait. Get back in his presence. Until next time, y'all. Peace, love, and grow.